Hi, it's Emily Beach here. I'm going to show you how to make this line sculpture using magazine paper and tape today. And if you like the video, please subscribe so that you can get more free art lessons. This project only requires two materials. The first would be a magazine. If you don't have a magazine, you could use computer or sketchbook paper, or you could use those coupon mailers that come as junk mail in your mailbox. I like magazines because the pages are really colorful, but advertisements also have very colorful pages too. So I'm going to first start looking through the magazine and find a page that has lots of color, and I'm going to tear that out. The next thing that I'm going to do is flip it over because I want this to be on the inside. I want the colors on this image to be on the outside. I am then going to take, you can take a pen or a pencil, and I'm going to start to roll the magazine page from the corner to the other corner. And then I'm going to use a small piece of tape to secure this. Before you do that, make sure you get your pen out of the inside of your tube of paper. You want to repeat that between 15 and 20 times. I have 16 tubes of paper. So the next thing I'm going to do is start to sketch out some ideas for my sculpture. And because these tubes make lines, I'm just going to use the same amount of lines in my sketches as I have tubes. So I've got 16. So I'm going to think about how those will fit together. So that's six different lines. And if I had a sculpture like this that would have a point at the bottom, then I would need to somehow make that secure, thinking about balance, because the top would be heavier and it would want to tip over. So if I wanted something like this, I would need to think about how I could make it so that it would possibly have a little bit more substantialness to the base. And again, every line that I draw, I'm just going to count so that I make sure that I have 16 at the end. Okay, so that has 16 lines in it, and I could follow that. You can arrange these many, many different ways. So you can see how different the compositions are just using 16 different lines. So I strongly suggest that you play around with a piece of scrap paper or sketchbook paper and plan your sculpture before you start. Now that I've completed the sketches, I'm just going to use my newspaper tubes and look at my sketch and try to follow that plan. In order to connect the tubes together, you'll just use a piece of tape to secure them. Remember that the tubes don't have to connect at the ends. You could certainly connect them in the middles. These can be attached any way that you want. If you had a hot glue gun, you could also use a hot glue gun to attach these together, but just trying to keep the material simple. We're just using a magazine and some tape. And there you have it, a finished line form sculpture just made out of magazines and tape.